Y'all got off to a little bit of a slow start offensively. I think punts on 5 of the first 6 drives, Rocket first, and maybe Dalton. What do you think led to that slow start by the offense?
Just really, we're just going out there slow, man. I feel like that first down, we get that. I feel like that start the game off, and that's at the end of the day, feel like just going out there slow. That's what we did, and we're gonna fix it.
Mental mistakes, not as clean of a game as we should have played. Obviously, you can see that from anywhere. I really think that had we come out of the first half with a little cleaner of a game, mentally, it would have been a little better.
For both guys, third quarter kind of been an issue, but today y'all got back in the game. What was the halftime like? And because you're down 28-0, and then not too after that, it's 28-23. Just kind of what do you think keyed the third quarter turnaround and just the comeback in general?
We worked on that in practice a lot. Just third down, not third down, but third quarter. Just work on that a lot, and I feel like we showed that today.
Yeah, absolutely. We were going 28-7, I think it was, going into half. That drive right before half, I think really was a good spark for us. We showed the tempo and the versatility of what we can do. Going to halftime, adjustments were made. You know, obviously, like Rock said, we've been focused on it all week. We've been doing what we need to do. Captains got up, talked to the team, came out, and just exploded like we needed to. And now, against a good team like that, you're down 28-7 at half. It's hard to dig out of that hole, and we were that close to digging out of it. We just got to find a way to finish it.
Yeah, Alabama, they do this to a lot of people, but they jumped out ahead. Even though you guys cut it down, they had a big lead, and you had to play from behind. How tough is that against a team like Alabama when you dig a hole and you have to play from behind the whole time?
It's really like when you're playing a good team, a great team like Alabama, it's like when you mess up, it's like they're gonna do something the next drive, and I feel like with us having some messing up, we did. I feel like they came back and they attacked it, and
yeah, like Rocket said, they capitalize on mistakes that you make. Well-coached teams will do that. You know, we capitalize on their mistakes. We're a good team. We're a very well-coached team. Capitalize on the mistakes they made, but we made far too many more. And a team like that will take advantage of every single thing that you do wrong.
When you play from behind against a team like that, like I said, you did most everybody. Just how tough is that?
We try to ignore the score, if I'm being honest. It's especially from O-line to running backs, that whole offense. It's like, if you start panicking, it only gets worse from there. You start to try to make throws that you're not going to make, or you start to try to really press and do something that you're not supposed to do. And you got to be yourself in a situation like that. You got to go back to your core fundamentals of your toughness, physicality, and your effort. And I think that's in the third quarter. That's what we had to lean on the most, as coach called us out at halftime pretty much. And we had to be a tough team again.
Yeah, Catron, I think he had his best game today, 4 catches, 48 yards, and a touchdown for the second straight week. What kind of impression did he make on you two?
With Catron, I feel like he always had that in him. In practice, he quiet. In practice, he's quiet, and he a go-getter. So I definitely believe in him, and I feel like he's gonna have a great year.
Yeah, like Rocket said, he doesn't say much, but his actions speak a lot louder than his words do. And I was very excited to see him have the game he did today, and in the future, against all the future opponents we're about to have in this next stretch, I think he's gonna really shine for us.
This is both Rocket and Dalton. You know, kind of Will Anderson's touted as one of the best linebackers in the country, if not the best. What's it like, kind of playing against him, and kind of seeing him come into your hole?
Oh, well, with him, it was a blessing playing against him. Of course, we did film just like they did, but I just feel like, he bleed just how we bleed, and we humans, so that's special.
Yeah, you try to go into it every week with that nameless, faceless opponent, but obviously, you've got really all their edge rushers were excellent. They're superb at what they do. They excel at getting off the ball. They excel at playing with their hands really well, and even fitting the gaps the way they do. But it's always fun to go against them, because at the end of the day, like, the game of football is about competition, and you want to go against the best competition you can. And it's always, like Rocket said, it's a blessing to go against them still.
Hey, Sam said Cade's been the number 2 quarterback for a while. I know it's pretty limited snaps. How do you guys think he played today? Rocket, maybe you could take that. And just how he's been doing in practice.
I feel like he played with a lot of confidence, and I feel like he always be ready. In practice, I feel like he's a good running back, not running back, but good quarterback. Just reading it, and I feel like he did good, and he was prepared to come out there.
Yeah, he's a very confident player. It's fun to have him back there. There's times in practice where Coach Pitt will just throw him in a 2-minute situation or throw him in third downs or something like that. Just with the ones, just to give KJ a blow and B, see what K can do. And K's excelled every time his number's been called, and he excelled today.
Obviously, you got a tough road game next week at Mississippi State. Just how tough is that? How do you think you guys will bounce back?
We have no choice but to bounce back. Talked about it a little bit last week, but it's the SEC. You're playing a top 25 team every week you're going. And I think our ability, you learn the most from your losses. And that's Coach Pitt's message. We learned a lot from A&M, and we learned a lot from today. And when we get to the film on Monday, we'll watch it probably 2 hours, put it to bed, and then start another hour's worth on Mississippi State. But they're a good football team, and the team's ready to get the steaks out of our mouth.
You said everything.
Dalton, along those same lines, Coach Pittman said y'all lost 3 games in a row last year and then finished really strong. Can you draw on that experience? Does that maybe help you be able to look back at what y'all did last year?
Yeah, this is still a very resilient football team. I feel like I say it every time we come up here and do this, but it's unique to be down 28-7 at halftime, close that gap. Obviously some plays got away from us in the fourth quarter. We weren't as productive, but the effort and the fight and the strain on this team that A has been put in by this coaching staff and B we found within ourselves is amazing. And these losses, they hurt like hell, but you're going to bounce back from it. The sun's going to come up tomorrow. We're going to fix what we can fix. And the rest of the 10 games, or I don't know how many games we have left on our schedule. The rest of the games on our schedule, they're all very winnable games. And we have to go out, patch the holes we have right now, get ready to go, and just attack the week. 7. Thank you. I've been here for too long.